What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. You could put on any makeup product, but if you wear mascara, people will say, "You wearing makeup?" It is instantly the most feminizing makeup product. If you just wear that, you'll look a little more feminine. Just see Luke Skywalker in the Christmas special. When you start out with makeup, the most intimidating products are likely either you're very precise, like a liquid liner, or anything that is within the eye zone. And I'm here today to tell you exactly everything you need to know about mascara, stuff you need to look out for, stuff to avoid when you're starting out with mascara. So if you do not know anything about me in particular, my name is Demetria Sparrow, and I'm here to make you the long, cool woman femme that I know you can be. Check out my Instagram and Facebook just to get the latest updates and content. And if you like videos like this, please give me a like and subscribe. You will not want to miss what is next in this journey to freedom and femininity. Mascara is a cosmetic product used to thicken, darken, or enhance the eyelashes. When you get mascara, this is what you're going to be getting. You'll get a tube, which is basically the reservoir for the product, and then you have a spoolie slash wand slash brush at the end that you use to apply. There are records from around 4000 BCE referring to a mascara-like product called kohl, which was used to darken the lashes, the eyelids, and the eyebrows. It was used to sort of mask the eyes to ward off evil spirits. And in places like ancient Egypt, these obviously were worn by both men and women. The ideal goal that we set for mascara is to have long, defined, nice and full, beautiful lashes. Your eyelashes, the set that you have, is often determined by either ethnicity or your gender. Now, as a society, we understand that men tend to have shorter lashes than women. God made the mistake on the gender, but he didn't make the mistake on the lashes for whatever reason. For some reason, I've always had longer lashes. My sisters have told me they're always jealous that I have the lashes I do. So I was fortunate in that regard. This isn't a uncommon thing. You'll find a lot of girls will look at guys and go like, "I wish I had your lashes." Or when guys cross-dress, or when trans women come out, it's like they have the best legs possible. So it's either legs or the lashes that you might have the upper hand in. The color of mascara we tend to characterize is pure black. However, there tend to be kind of gray blacks. There can be red tone browns. There can be dark browns. Of course, there's wacky versions of them that you can get in like a neon yellow, green, blue for a certain look. You'll find that there are certain terms for some types of products where you kind of am not really sure what they mean, like whatever, like foundation, like mattifying, radiant, dewy, and same with skincare and hair products, obviously. With mascara, there are kind of four main broad terms that you'll find. So the first one is volumizing or voluminous. Volumizing typically means to thicken and lift. If it says volumizing, if it says lifting, if it says thickening, it adds fullness. Those typically mean sort of the same thing. Next is you have a defining type of mascara. So by defining, it means that it separates every single lash and defines every single one. So separating and defining roughly mean the same thing. Lengthening mascaras are as you think. If you have very short lashes, they are meant to build up and add the coverage to elongate. And lastly, we have curling mascara in the sense that if you have the straight lashes, it will curl them up. Kind of volumizing, but there you have it. The types of mascaras on the market are generally of those terms, but we also have something called waterproof mascara. This is if you have watery eyes, if you're sweating, if you're athletic, if you got allergies, if you're on a night out, if you're at a funeral and you know you're gonna start crying. This is the mascara you're probably gonna wanna go with. So waterproof mascaras, the way they're designed, they're meant to withstand any sort of moisture like sweat, water, tiers. It is meant to sit in place. However, because of what they're meant to do, they can be a little laborious to remove and is not advised for everyday use. So yeah, you have mascaras that curl, got ones that lift, you have ones that define, that elongate, and now you have mascara primers. There are a ton of makeup primers out there. We talked about foundation primers a little while ago. There's eye primers, there's lip primer, and there actually is mascara primer. So what these are is they usually come, when you see it like this, it's usually white. These are meant to thicken and condition and elongate your lashes. So you'd apply this product before your mascara. It adds a base. So the science sort of behind it is you are coating the individual hairs. And when you coat hairs, that coat adds to the thickness, that surface area, and the length, because the tip of it is also coated. So like say this is a lash, hopefully I'm gonna try to draw a thing. So instead of, the tip ending here, it actually ends right there. So what happens is when you apply mascara, the product is gonna be distributed not to here, but to up here. The thing with mascara primers is they're not meant to increase the longevity of how long your mascara lasts, but rather they are made to add volume and length. Just be sure to let mascara primers dry before you apply mascara. The problem is if you apply the mascara too quickly, you'll find the two products will mixed together, and that won't be good. Mascara wands. The formulas in a lot of mascaras tend to be very similarly built. There's very similar ingredients. However, the way your lashes are gonna look is often determined by this little guy right here. There are a ton of mascara wand shapes. They all fit a certain need, and in fact, there were so many of them, and it's such an important idea to discuss. Stay tuned. We're gonna talk about mascara wands, but just as a basic rundown, if you see, you can see on the packaging, this brush is curled, so it's kind of like a crescent. It's meant to mimic the sort of roundness of your lashes. And what they do is they're meant to curl upward. In my case, this little guy is kind of a standard wand, though it is a little thick and a little dense because I guess of the lashes I was given. This actually works pretty well for me. It's because it's bushy, distributes product kind of quickly. If you want a lot of coverage, you want volume, go with the big bushy brushes. On the other hand, you will often find very skinny brushes, and these are meant for very short lashes. If you have smaller eyes and you have shorter lashes, if you go in with something big and bulky like this, you can't get very precise and you can't get to the root without, hitting your eyelid, hitting the bottom. It's a whole mess. The bigger, denser ones are for coverage, getting over an area very quickly, and then the skinnier ones are meant to get into the nooks and crannies and for very short lashes. So there's a basic rundown of mascara wands. There are certain rules you should know when looking after your mascara and applying it. Mascara tends to expire unusually quickly. Now, by expiry, usually it takes around 6 months, but when we say expires very quickly, I'm more meaning it becomes less usable very quickly in comparison to other makeup products. The thing is, if you ask a lot of professionals, what they'll tell you is mascaras should be thrown out every 3 months. It's probably not gonna expire in that short amount of time, but it will dry out very quickly. The goal of mascara is to gracefully put it on your lashes. The thing we want to avoid is clumping and dryness and flicking. A lot of that happens very often if you're using dried out mascara. With liquid makeup products, do not take a chance on the expiry date. Do not apply expired makeup that will go very close to your eye. Big no-no. One thing you absolutely do not want to do, and this is something I did in my how not to do makeup video, is do not take it out and apply right away. There is often, with a big brush like this too, there is a lot of excess that is still on the brush. And so if you randomly apply it, you're gonna get a ton of product buildup in between your lashes, and you end up fusing them together with the amount of product that is in there. In this case, I get a lot of residue at the tip, and you often rely on the tip for getting into the smaller spots to try and get precise. Another thing you might find people do, and it's really bad to do, your mascara will stop working within 2 months. Doing that excessively, when you pump your mascara like that, you know, I want to get the product onto the brush. I mean, what this actually does is it pumps air into this guy, so that dries it out a lot quicker. If you are trying to get product onto your brush, wiggle it around so that way it's spreading all over. You're getting to the walls within here, and now you've got a nice coat ready to go. You probably don't want to use one coat of mascara. The coverage may not be enough of what you're looking for, and throughout the day, you know, your mascara looks nice like this, but then in the next hour or two, it kind of slopes down. So you want to likely go with a second coat for the coverage and also for kind of the setting. Do not wait for your first coat to dry before you go on the second coat. You want it to still be wet. You do not want to apply mascara over dry lashes. How do you apply mascara? Well, I'll have my girl take it away. All right, everyone. So this is me in my earphones. So I'm going to take out my mascara. And the first thing you want to do is clean off the excess. This is super important to avoid clumping and the dreaded spider legs. So I have a rotating method, which I'm trying to show now. I'm trying to show the finger positioning I have. So I started off here, and that way it gives more space for rotating it as I go. So I tend to hold it in position, and then as I close my eyes ever so slightly, I am rotating it as I go. This leaves it a little more gradual, gives the brush the full distribution toward my lashes. And I do a slight wiggle at my bottom lashes just to get a little bit more coverage. Your bottom lashes tend to be a little more sparse. So you can definitely see that my fingers are moving as I go. And so I'm rotating it as I get further toward the tip of the lashes. And so the reason I rotate it is because if you just pull it right at the tip and there's like pressure there, and then you yank it off, there's gonna be some spritzes right on your eyelids, so don't do that. And so this mascara is excellent at lengthening and defining my lashes. So you can see there is a massive difference from before, but this one definitely curls and elongates, and it just is absolutely fantastic. So that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do have any questions about mascara for me, please comment down below. I am not a big YouTuber, so I will surely answer all of your questions. Stay beautiful, everyone. Take care.